kicker Dustin Hopkins set to get this one going. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. And Higgins is going to have a Bengals first down as he'll get this out past the 35-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 58 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Ah, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on. Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Brown once more. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. And now it's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So after all that, it's just your everyday 6-2 ball game.
And let's think about how important that can turn out to be, because remember, it's not just a 2-point swing. It's a 3-point swing. I'm just wondering, you think they can load the bases and hit a home run and tie it up?
Well, I was going to ask you, I can't remember the last time that I've seen a 6-2 score in football.
Me either. I've been racking my brain on that one. 6-2? Not often.
On play action, Winston. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run with Chubb. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jordan Akins taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns have taken the lead. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. Winston to throw for it.
And that is caught for the 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Burrow looking to pass. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Brown's territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-6 the score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Second and 7.
Running right, here's Brown. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
11 mighty. Here we go.
Burrow going for it on 4th. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Right back to Brown. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are able to move back in front. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Jameis to throw it. And it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Bengals drive about to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Chase Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. They'll try and run it here. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Jameis now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's 4. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now a second down throw for Winston. He finds his man, complete. It's 4. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Play fake. Winston.
He'll fire deep, looking for more.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Play action now. Winston.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's McPherson now to send it away.
That's right, baby. It's all me.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 3rd down, Winston.
Right back to Njoku.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
Now Winston, he's going to audible to something else.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Forced out to his left. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. Here's Winston. There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. To the air again with Winston. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns are back within a couple of the lead. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for two. They're going to try and run. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the two-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They go play action with Burrow. A short throw there pulled in by All.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 33. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
65 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
Brown. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA. And this time he is in. Yes. Chase Brown taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals will add to their 4th quarter lead. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Winston.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And Chase will go in motion left.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Eluding the pressure right.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it, sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. Touchdown!
T. Higgins.
30 yards.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right?